Welcome back to the Premier League show. Jimmy is back for this final section. So we're going to focus on the bottom of the Premier League. And it was West Ham who dropped back into the relegation zone after Tottenham Hotspur made it back-to-back wins under Roberto De Zerbi. Former Spurs striker Dimitar Berbatov told our reporter Tim Thornton the Italian is the right man to lead them to safety, but has a warning for any celebrating fans.
But the job is not done. You know, the moment they think that, oh, we're safe now, no. They have a couple more games until the end of the season. The right steps are made into the right direction, but nothing is over, so they need to be careful. The one thing I would like to see is that level of concentration when you need in the games like this. When is it winning a cup, a medal, or fighting for survival? Concentration, especially when you need to win, like Spurs. I don't care how you play now. Just get the points. That's the most important. They've done it so far, 2 games, 2 wins. Into the position of being a manager is great because it shows that he, in my mind at least, trusts his ability to guide Tottenham to survival, which sounds strange, guide Tottenham to survival, but it is what it is. And let's hope they achieve the mission. And next season, with him in charge, I think they can do a lot better.
Do you think he has the right kind of profile for Spurs to move the club?
I think from what I saw in Brighton, then in Marseille, from what I hear from my colleagues, from what I can read from his interviews, so I make a profile of him for myself to think, okay, that's the person that have football knowledge, have bravery. He's not afraid to tell you in your face what you need to know, like we saw in the past. So that's what Spurs sometimes need, that shake, like wake up, okay, we are not good enough, or we are good, but we need to do even better. So I think he's the right man.
7 points in the last 3 games. How has he managed to impact a team that really, before he came in, simply couldn't win a game?
His own belief. And I think he's looked at the personnel that is there and seen that there is a lot of quality. But he's also a manager that he knows his players follow. So he believes in his ability that he can get his players to follow him in the structure, in their beliefs and their way. And the last game against Villa, oh my God, that was such a big transformation in everything. In the approach, in the looks, how the players were looking, in the belief, in the energy, everything was totally different that we haven't seen. So and you have to give him the credit. You have to, say well done, of making them believe and getting a team out of them and making them run. As Berbatov said, it's still not over, but they are on the right track. It will do them so much good, those 3 points at Villa. Now it's the next match at home against Leeds, what is going to be another difficult game for different kind of reasons,
I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but they must regret not bringing him in sooner, mustn't they?
Difficult thing, and I think if you would have brought him in sooner, you wouldn't be in this position. He knows the Premier League. He knows what is expected. He's got them playing in a certain way, but they are also believing him because they know that he knows the Premier League, and he has got that aura around him that I know it. There is somebody standing in front of them in that group. And yeah, you're right. They should have done that way earlier.
3 games to go. Forest 42 points. It'd be something pretty incredible for them to go down now. Is it between these 2, and with 3 games to go, who stays up?
It is between them 2. I think Forest are safe. It is between them 2. West Ham needs to get something out of the game against Arsenal. They have to get at least 1 point. I think what is going to be very, very difficult, but you never know. And they are playing at home, Spurs. And even though it's against my old club, it's going to be a difficult, very difficult match. They're playing really well, Leeds. They need to win because they are playing at home, you know. I still think that it's going to be harder for West Ham to stay up. I still think that I've always said that West Ham was going to stay up, but now with what they have got to play for the last 3 matches, I think it's going to be very difficult for West Ham.
Allison's fitness. He didn't train today after he came off injured in the 2-1 win over Aston Villa at the weekend. Well, he limped off after scoring the winner to help Spurs climb out of the relegation zone. Spurs are yet to comment on whether he'll be available to face Leeds on Monday night. There's some positive news, though, as James Maddison continues to train as he nears a full return after a serious knee injury. He's been on the bench for the last 3 games, but is yet to come on.